Lesson is column graphs and histograms. Okay, so often many students confuse both of them, but they actually are different things. Okay, so the main difference is that column graphs have spaces between them and between columns. Histograms do not. Okay, so they're stuck together. So histogram, you'll see this kind of situations, while column graphs, you'll see they'll be separated from each other. So that's the main sort of thing. We've got to recognize symmetrical and skewed data. We'll look at that very soon. And we can group scores into equal classes or groups. So example classes of 10 scores. Anyway, write the title, learning goal, and let's get on with the lesson. All right, symmetrical or skewed. So if I have histograms, let's do it like that. That is very symmetrical. See how it starts from the middle and it evenly goes out? So that's symmetrical, right? Now, if I've got histograms that are like this, this is skewed data, all right? Because what it means is that most of the students got like a high score. Not many got a high score, okay? Whilst this one is that most of the students got the average or something like that. So it's skewed to the high side, and you can also have skewed to the opposite side as well. So like have skewed this way as well. So skewed data is essentially that it's not symmetrical, okay? Symmetrical, and it doesn't have to be exactly, but you have some sort of symmetry to it. All right, let's do an example and let's answer the questions. The following was the scores of a netball team for the season, okay? They were these ones. Construct a frequency table including percentage column. So this should be revision, but let's have a look at it, okay? So the first thing we have to do is, I'm going to do a few columns here, is that I'm going to put score, and this is X, and here I'll put a tally column, and then I'll put a frequency, okay? And let's get going. It goes, now, the first thing I do is I look at the lowest number and I look at the highest number. I think the highest number is 55. Now, if I were to go to 12 all the way to 55, that's a lot of scores to do. So what I'll do is I'll make a, I've got to undo, yep. I'll make classes, all right? So instead of having 12, 13, 14, 15, I'm going to go from like 10 to 19. So I'm going to go score, I'm going to go 10 to 19, and I'm going to call this a class. All right. So instead of score, I'm going to call it a class. Yeah. So it's not rubbing off. So let's go. So I'm going to go class. All right. And the class is from 10 to 19. The next one will be 20 to 29. The next one will be 30. So I'm doing classes of 10. All right, to 39. Then I'll be 40 to 49, and then 50 to 59. Now what this does, it covers me from 12 to 55 quite easily. I'm going to put these lines just to keep us honest, all right? And then I'm going to set up the table now. So the last one I want to put is frequency percentage, which is what percentage quantity total that we would need to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them where they are. So I'm going to use green. So 12, that's in this column. So I'm going to put tally there. 29, well, that's in this column. 42, that's in this column. 35, that's in this column. 30, this column. 30, this column. 33, this column. and you can see what's happening. Okay. And I think we've put them all in. Now just add them up. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 6, there's 2, and there's 1. Okay. Now the total number, let's put it out here. The total, we're just going to add all these up. So 1 plus 2. So we go sum of frequencies. All right. And what that means is that this symbol just means add up or sum. And F just means frequency, so it's just for this column here. So we're going to add up. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. And 12. So there's a total of 12 scores. All right. Now to find the frequency percentage, I'm going to use, your 7 and 8 maths, where I'm going to go 1 over a total of 12 and times it by 100. And it will give me a percentage. So I need to put that in my calculator to work out the percentage of this thing. So we're going to times it by 100. We're not going to get an exact amount, but it works out to be about 8.3%. All right. The next one will be 2 over 12 times 100. So let's do that one. And I get double the amount, so 16.7%. And then 6 over 12, hopefully you know how to do that one in your head. That's 50%, so 50% of the scores are there. And the last one will be 16.7% because it's the same as this. And this one's the same as this. So that'll be 8.3%. Okay. So I have this frequency column and now have a percentage frequency column. And the way we work out the percentage frequency is how many times did it happen out of a total amount, and then we times it by 100. So copy this down, please. Next, it says, using the previous frequency table, construct a frequency histogram and polygon. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this over. And I'm just going to go copy and paste it over here so I can use it for my polygon histogram. So let's go. The first thing we need to do is draw axis. Now, because these are classes, I need to find the class. They've got two options. I can either find the class center, which is the middle number between them, or I can just do the interval. I'll do the interval for now. So let's go 10 to 19. The next one is 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59. Now, up here, so this is the classes down here, and up here I'm going to put frequency. Okay, now what's the highest frequency? It's 6, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then I'm going to label that. And now I'm going to do my histogram. So in the first class, I go up to 1, so I'm just going to draw a histogram like this. Now remember, this is not a column graph, so I'm going to be right next to it. So the 29 goes up to 2. So essentially what I'm drawing, and let's try to keep it in the middle. And these need to be consistent. Obviously I haven't done mine properly enough, but hopefully they will work out next. So this one goes up to 6. And I went too far. Yep. And the next one, 2. And the next one is 1. Okay. So I've got my histogram here. Now, don't color it in, put it all together. So all we're doing is describing this table versus this table here. All right, so we've got the classes at the bottom and the frequency on the side, and we've got it. Now, there was a second question here, goes, describe how symmetrical or skewed the data is. And the data is symmetrical. It looks like it's symmetrical anyway, because it starts at the top and then it goes down like that. So that's why it's symmetrical. It's not skewed to one side or the other. Okay. The last one is we've got to put a polygon. Now, polygon is essentially just a line graph. All I'm going to do is draw a dot in the middle of each one of these. Now, you can draw a polygon without a histogram. It's just often they're really good together. And I'm going to start from down here and I'm just going to join them up. Okay. So the green is a polygon. Make sure it goes into the center and then anchor it back down here. So anchor it back down to the other one. So this one is a polygon. So polygon is a type of line graph that describes the same thing as a histogram. And this is a histogram. So histogram is the red one. All right, let's go into the next one. Oh, that's it. That's the end of the lesson. Peace out.